Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys are good because I am. So today I just want us guys to concentrate on ancestors as a whole, collectively, yes. Collectively, ancestors, okay? As we all know, ancestors, they operate in a spiritual realm. Therefore, they are formless, of which they will need a vessel to operate on. All right, so that vessel is you, right? So you are their vessel where they will be able to operate through you. Okay, so having a good communication with your own spiritual guides is very helpful for both parties, okay, you and your ancestors. So to have that communication and a relationship with them can actually be helpful. So one thing that you have to be mindful of is that how they see things and the way you see things are quite very much different. That's why sometimes you can find it way too difficult when they take time to respond to you when you are definitely in need of something, and then you become angry saying that now my ancestors, they are not even responding to me, or they are not even listening to me. Okay, they take time to progress things, to process things instead. So now they have a relationship themselves in the spiritual realm. So they speak to each other, they communicate to each other. Do you get that? As much as when you have a family, there is a communication in between. All right. So same applies in the spiritual realm. So the mistake that we in the waking life we tend to make, sometimes you will find yourself paying attention to only one spirit, of which you have many spirits that you possess, and then you concentrate only on one spirit. The first thing that we need to be aware of is that ancestors are very jealous. Okay, now they see that, okay, so it's like you don't care about us, you concentrate on Sbanbane simply because. Okay, so it's very important for you to be mindful and not be picky as to sometimes, yes, of course, you might have that type of spirit that you possess, that you are very fond of, that you find yourself very comfortable with. But that doesn't mean you have to overlook other ancestors, because they work hand in hand. Like for instance, if you use umundao to work, okay, as your practice, okay, so you heal people through ukfemba, right? But then Tao can't go and look for people for you, like for instance, igulane, like the patients for you. So Umguni have the ability to go in search of the people that will definitely be in need of your help. So it has to be the Nguni first, okay, that will be able to open doors for people to come and look for help to you, so that then Tao will be able to work. You understand? So there is a chain there. It's a chain. So when you try and break that chain, it becomes a problem on your part. Okay, same applies if you're not initiated. Yes, you're not initiated yet, but you're concentrating on maybe your water spirits only. You're not paying attention to the others. Like for instance, your primary, as in your primary ancestors, maybe umkhulu has passed on, but then you're not paying attention to umkhulu. You're paying attention to the bigger things, of which you have to start in the foundation here. So they become jealous, and they can actually be your stumbling block, where they will block everything, simply because you just don't understand. They think maybe you are not ready. Okay, so they will block those that you are actually avoiding, or maybe you are overlooking. They have the ability to block things for you. Okay, so you will wonder, okay, abantu abangeni, and then you wonder why. Okay, maybe because you're not paying attention to your Mnguni anymore. You're concentrating on something else, and Mnguni is the most active ancestor there is. Okay, it is the most active ancestor there is, that is able to communicate with people, interact with people, do this, do that, do this, do that. Exactly. So That's how things are actually happening in the spiritual realm. So, like for instance, if you complain to your own ancestors about something or someone, they take long to forgive. They take long to forgive. You might forgive that person in your waking life. Say, for instance, maybe someone close to you, yeah, they tend to hurt you or do something bad to you, and you complain to your ancestors saying, this person is doing this, is doing that, is doing this. You complain a lot to them, okay? They take things to heart. They take long to forgive. So you might forgive that person, or else you find that they have not yet forgiven that person, of which it becomes a problem because already you have moved on, but they haven't. So it's very important to make sure, guys, that you don't complain to your ancestors, especially in a state of rage, because you say the things that you're not supposed to say. You say things that you're not supposed to say, and therefore they react immediately because, of course, they love you. Of course, they don't want to see you hurt, and they want to protect you. So instead, they will definitely make sure that that person is completely removed in your path, only to find that you have forgiven them, you have healed. And now, there, you're back again, you're hurt, you're wondering, why is this person now avoiding me, or they are no longer interested in me, you know, things and stuff like that, simply because you complained and they took action. You see, those are the things that we should be aware of. So you have to be mindful. Don't complain just about anything yet. It's better to just deal with things on your own. If you're not sure, just deal with things on your own, because already they are in you. So they happen to see everything. They happen to notice everything. Another thing is the fact about money. Our ancestors, they used cows as wealth. So the one who had more cows, more animals and so forth, they were wealthy back then. So the currency was not that much of importance. It did not hold that much of a value. So all in all, they don't understand this currency thing. So it's very much important for you to make them aware. Like for instance, you have to go and twasa, make them aware that there's a lot of money involved in me doing whatever that you guys want me to do. So like informing them, making them aware, like an open communication, as if you can see them, or you know what I'm saying. It's like they don't understand, and when you ask for money, they will give you just a little, because the currency now and the currency then is not the same. And then you complain, you'll be like, no, my ancestors are not understanding, or maybe they don't have money or something like that. It's not that. It's not that. So that's the cause why people will eventually where people will literally enhance the craft that already they have, so that they can have more money. Okay, so remember that when you enhance your craft, moreover, you're overtaking your own ancestors. So all in all, your ancestors are no longer operating. You are operating with whatever that you have extended yourself with. So your spiritual guides, they don't exist anymore. So remember that ancestors are there for our protection. They are there to protect us, to protect the children, to protect the family, and so forth. So these extensions, they don't have abilities to do so, because they man-made. All right, they man-made. So I can give you a typical example with the nails. Okay, extended nails. These extended nails, once they are exposed to fire, they burn. Okay, they melt. You see, but your own nails, they take long to burn. They take long to burn. That's how you will know that anything that is actually an extension is not permanent. Yeah, it's not permanent. So they're not good in protecting. They can give you exactly whatever that you want, but that doesn't mean when trouble comes, they will be able to protect you. Remember that our ancestors, they are our parents in the spiritual realm. So obviously our parents, they have our own best interest at heart. Sometimes they choose not to give us this simply because they know. Already they know how that will eventually affect you and your path. So being patient sometimes, it's very important, guys. So once you want the quick fixes and everything to happen fast for you, that's how fast they will definitely fall off you. Exactly, because you want things to happen as quick as possible. That's not how it happens in edlozini. It doesn't work like that. It's very important. Time management as well is very important, because everything, you don't have to rush things, okay, before your time comes, okay. Trust me when I say, when your time comes, you will definitely be at peace, you will definitely be happy, completely so, okay. So now, when you extend yourself, they are no longer able to protect you. It's like you're causing a barrier between you and your own ancestors, okay. So anything is possible with you. They won't even be able to protect your family anymore. They won't be able to do what they could have done or what they were able to do back then. So not everything is about money. Yes, we need money in this lifetime. It's very important, of course. That's why you need to make them aware, so that they are aware of the kind of currency that it's being needed right now. Because at the end of the day, your focus will end up being, you will focus more on money, the currency, and forget your path completely. What is it that is meant for you? What is it that needs to be done by you? Okay, so it's very important to understand how the spiritual realm operates, okay. We have to always know and listen to them. Like for instance, when they're telling you to do something, do it immediately. If you can't, let them know that I can't do this because of this and this and that. Yeah, that's a good communication there, because when you keep quiet, they feel like you don't listen, right? You don't listen. You are this type of a child that does not listen or obey, okay. And then all in all, there is a boundary everywhere in life. So they will definitely get tired of telling you to do this. They will definitely get tired of telling you to do that, okay. So eventually they will end up keeping quiet and not saying anything. And once they do that, you won't have those dreams that you used to have, you know. You won't feel their presence like you used to. Yeah, that will definitely mean that baphumile, okay. During that time, baphumile, bahlele emaweni, bahlele emanzini, barelaxile, like, you know. Yeah, they just want you to be, because you want to do things your way. They will leave you like that, okay. And then uzophahla and complain and realize that nothing is actually happening. That is the time when you have to go out, okay. That's how you energize yourself, by going out, you know, uphahla outside. You might find that baphumile because you don't listen, you know. That will be their way of them punishing you. So you have to go and phahla outside and beg for forgiveness. Heaven knows when will they forgive you, or will they forgive immediately, but then you will get the signs when that literally happens. So it's very important to be obedient. Listen to your own ancestors, okay. Don't think that you have power over them simply because they have chosen you. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't. Now you become comfortable. You do the things that you're not supposed to, like wearing your shoes. You do this, you do that, simply because you know, there are things that you should do as umtanelos, whether you like it or not. They will prohibit you from not to do the things that you're not supposed to do. But if you have extended yourself, then you are free, because your ancestors, they are not there anymore, okay. So you are free. You can do whatever that you want. You can go wherever that you want. You can do things the way that you want. You can do anything. No one will actually say anything. It's more like when the parents are not at home. kids tend to do everything that they want. They call their friends, they make parties, they do this, they do that, they drink, they smoke. That's how it rolls. Exactly. Even in the spiritual realm, when you see a person saying, hey, I'm a spiritual person, but they can do whatever that they want, and you even become jealous of why am I different than the rest? Or why are they able to do this? Why are they able to do that? And I'm not. What is wrong with me? Okay, so those are the things that we need to be mindful of, because we will end up being in trouble if we are not paying attention to such things. And when you communicate to your own spiritual guides, obviously, guys, you will know that Mkuluam operates like this. Ukokoam operates like this. You understand what I'm saying? You know their way of communication, or the timeline, as in Ugogo, she appears during this type of time, depending on the type of spirit that you possess, okay? Then you will know. Don't just say, Idlozi. You can't say Idlozi, not understanding Idlozi. Who are you referring to? It's very important to know as to who am I communicating with? Who am I getting the downloads that I'm getting? Where do they come from? So that you can be able to thank them. How are you going to thank them if you don't even know where they come from? You understand what I'm saying? It's very important. Like, for instance, when they call you to go and twasa, they will never call you without telling you who they are. Exactly. That is not possible. Ever. It is not possible. They will tell you or something. You have to know. Okay. So, guys, when it comes to spirituality, it takes time. And obviously we need to go and be initiated. You can't be initiated through watching videos or listening to eventually you have to go and be initiated. You can't expect to be initiated through watching videos or whatsoever. It doesn't work. There are no shortcuts. In short, let me just say, there are no shortcuts when it comes to spirituality. So my main reason, actually, let me not speak for others and speak for myself. My reason for creating this channel was actually to make people aware of the things that are actually happening concerning the spiritual realm, understanding how Amadlozi operates. You understand what I'm saying? To make other people's paths easier, because I noticed how hard it was for me, because my father, back in Akareka, right? Even now, okay, my mother also. So all in all, they were discreet. They just didn't want to talk about everything. So I had to find out things the hard way, as in they will keep quiet until the ancestors themselves, they will tell me. And when I ask them, who is this? Who is who? You understand? That's when they unleash everything. And then I realized all this time, I thought we Christians like that. They were hiding, okay? It's like they ran away from what is meant for them for some reasons. So for me, being initiated was a way of things being unleashed, things coming to light, of which that's exactly what they've been trying to run away from. So sometimes being Mtanedlis can definitely be difficult. So that's exactly what I was trying to do. Even now, that's exactly what I'm trying to do, to make other people's path easier, okay, so that they can be able to navigate, okay. I'm not initiating anyone, or you understand? Yeah, I'm just making people to be aware. So it's very important before you go and be initiated to know exactly what type of spirits you possess. And the best way to do so is through Uguti Ufendra, because Maufendra, all these ancestors that you possess, they come through and tell you exactly their expectation, yes, towards you, okay, so that you don't get confused. You understand? It's very important to Horofembiwe, as in Ufendra, so that you can be able, guys, to know as to which spirit you possess and why. Is there a need for you to go and be initiated? Because sometimes you need to be cleansed so that you can be healed. Exactly. It's just it's tunzi, you know. In my language, once they cleanse you out of that, and then they do a ceremony for you, you get back to your normal life and everything gets back to normal. You live your life accordingly. So you see, not everyone is supposed to be initiated or be a healer, you know. Exactly. So guys, that's all that I need to share with you for now. So subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up. Until then guys, I'll see you next time. You take care. Bye bye.